Well, hello everyone. This is Dr. Peter Sai with Aortic Warriors. Here we are talking about Aortic Warriors Global Walk 2017. We have with us Megan Piper. Even though she's a team participant for the New York City Walk, she has a special story that I really want to get out there. So, Megan, welcome to the walk. This is your first year. Tell us what happened.
Well, this journey began on May 29th, 2017. Um, I had a sudden onset of chest pain. Um, it almost felt like heartburn up in this area. I didn't think anything of it really. But as the days went on, the pain just never went away. It was almost like someone was taking a wet rag and like twisting, and anything on exertion, picking something up off the floor, the pain was just unbearable. So Wednesday, May 31st, I walked into a City Med clinic in downtown New York City, Manhattan. And luckily enough, the doctor that was actually saw me, she was an emergency room doctor and said, right, you need to go to the emergency room right now, and you're probably going to be there a while.
Mm.
So the emergency room, New York Presbyterian Lower Manhattan, is not very far. So I walked over with my mom. She was actually with me. Thank goodness. And they did an EKG, chest X-ray, and CT scan with contrast. And that's when they saw that I had aortic dissection. And then they rushed me up to New York Presbyterian, Weill Cornell that night to the ICU cardiac unit, and said they would monitor me throughout the night, but I was scheduled for the open heart surgery the next day, June 1st,
Wow.
which I received.
Wow.
Because I had an aortic dissection as well as an aneurysm that was 8.2 centimeters.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is scary.
Very.
Especially for you're how old now?
I am. I'm 29 years old.
29 years young.
Yes.
8.2. My goodness.
Yeah.
Did they say anything about what made you prone to having this? I mean, you're so young, and are you bodybuilding? What are you doing?
Yeah, right? Well, you would think. But no, they actually threw out the Marfan Syndrome. They first asked me if I knew anything about that because I am tall and I have long extremities from the skeletal perspective. But I've never heard of aortic dissection as well as Marfan Syndrome. So this was all new to me. There's no one in my family with any history of aortic dissection or any heart-related issues, or the Marfan syndrome as well. That would have, gave me some kind of insight to get checked out earlier. But this is all brand new.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the aortic dissection was at the ascending part, I suppose?
Yes, correct. It
Okay.
was in the ascending aorta.
And what did they do for you?
They put a dicron graft,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think that's pretty much it.
Okay.
They did mention before the surgery that if I needed a valve replacement, they did ask me if I needed the mechanical or the tissue valve. But it turns out they were able to save that, so I didn't have to go through that as well.
Okay.
So it was just the patching up the aorta.
Wow. Well, that saves you a lifetime of headache of either
Yes.
blood thinner or repeated going back to change the flesh valve. So
Yeah.
that's
I
great.
That was the first question I asked when I woke up
Okay.
from the anesthesia was, were you able to save my valve?
Wow, that's awesome. So currently you do not have any more dissection, no more aneurysm. Okay.
No.
And are you able to do this walk coming up?
Yes. My cardiologist now encourages me to walk.
Okay.
That's one of the best things for me. And being a New Yorker, that's all I do.
Okay. Okay. So it's in the blood for you to walk.
Yeah, it is. It is in the blood.
Okay. Great. Well, welcome to our walk this year, 2017. So happy to have you join the New York team. Is there anything else you'd like to share or say
support your cause? When I heard about having the Aortic Warrior Walk in New York City and it being on the Brooklyn Bridge, that's where I was. I'm born and raised. I look out my window and I see the Brooklyn Bridge. And it happened. The emergency room as well as the walking clinic is only steps away. So it really comforts me to know that that is available and my friends and family can join me and put the word out there about this because, if not, I wouldn't be here right now talking to you.
Wow. Well, I'm certainly glad to be able to be talking to you right now, and hopefully from your story we'll be able to share it and save more lives, and maybe even if there's find a genetic connection with your family and siblings and so forth. And that's it. Thank you for your time. Is there anything else you want to
add? Just basically to anyone who has any kind of symptoms of chest pain or anything related into that area, do not hesitate to get yourself checked out. Don't be embarrassed that it may just be heartburn or it may just be indigestion. You just never know.
Yes.
You don't want to be that one.
Yes. And also our public awareness campaign is not just the heart. Check your aorta too.
Yeah,
so just because you go in there and they might check your heart, your EKG is fine, and then they'd be done with it. So make sure that people also tell their doctors, can you please also check my aorta just to make sure. And it's better to be safe than sorry, of course. And I think something you said is also important is that the pain gets worse by exertion. I don't think heartburn or anything like that gets worse by exertion. So that might be a great distinction to know, hey, something is going on and it's just not indigestion. So, okay. Well, thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you on the walk over in New York.
Yes.
And have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you, Dr. Peter.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.